This is why Etsy is going to be a little bit harder to shop on this week. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here and you happen to like videos about entrepreneurship, e-commerce, and credit cards, and do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification for, well, notification when we upload new videos. We try to upload at least a few times a week, and we'd like you to be able to watch them. So anyway, Etsy, this is a big site. I, for the record, do not have an Etsy account. Well, I mean, I guess I do. I did buy something from there once, but I don't sell on Etsy. It's because I am not handcraft savvy. I can't make bunny baby girl gifts personalized. I can't make things like this. I do have some self-published books, and maybe an Etsy account would be a good thing to have, so I could put those on there. But, you know, anyway, so this is what Etsy looks like. And, you know, if you make handcrafted goods, it is a wonderful site. However, it might be a little bit more difficult to buy from Etsy this week because apparently there is an Esty Strike going on. It's actually trending today on Twitter because everything trends on Twitter, and you can see people are not happy. Now, I did see something here that I wanted to do. Maybe this is the same thing up here, and they're kind of explain. Oh, geez, you see, this is a problem with things update is that you lose. Here we go. Okay. So let's look at this Esty Strike and kind of find out what's going on here. So this is from a Twitter user named Elise, and it said, Esty Strike, stand in solidarity with artists, makers, crafters. Don't shop on Etsy.com between April 11th, which is today. If I actually get this up on time, it is today, through the 18th. Instead, support/shop with artists off-site, i.e. on a website that isn't Etsy. Shop before the fee increase on April 11th. Now, obviously, I am just hearing about this. So, you know, sorry guys. I wish I hadn't known about it sooner. I would have made a video sooner. But stand with makers. Don't pay Etsy for bad behavior. Now, why support the strike? And of course, you know, why are they doing this? And by the way, I like how they're presenting this, you know, cute slides, everything like that. Did you know Etsy made record profits during the pandemic and then boasted about it in the same email that announced the fee hike, which was sent to all sellers? And this is what they said. And by the way, this is their pandemic profits. As you can see, Etsy did much better because, you know, people were home and some of them couldn't go to work. And so they started, you know, doing arts and crafts and selling them on Etsy to basically make money. It was very good. A lot of entrepreneurs were born out of the pandemic. But anyway, they get this email. Dear seller community, at Etsy, we're focused on building a marketplace that allows sellers like you to turn your creativity and passions into real money-making business. Last year, active sellers increased their sales by 23% on average compared to 2019, and in 2021 alone, we showed more than 90 million active buyers worldwide that there's an alternative to big box automated shopping, except when they allow resellers to take over. More on this later. Together, we've made Etsy the global marketplace for unique and creative goods. We plan to make significant investments in marketing, seller tools, and creating a world-class customer experience so we can continue this tremendous growth. To support this goal, on April 11th, we will increase our current 5% transaction fee to 6.5%. Now, some people might be looking there and saying, oh, geez, it's only 1.5%. I mean, what's that? It's like, well, look, here's the thing. I totally sympathize. And I've definitely got some thoughts on this being an eBay seller, but you know, here's the thing. I mean, look, some of you watching this are probably Uber drivers because this channel was an Uber channel for the longest time, and my biggest regret is that I didn't stop talking about them sooner. But do you know how it felt whenever Uber would send an email, a condescending email I want to add, where they would say, we are going to be lowering the rates. That means you will make more money. And anyone with common math skills know, like, no, when you lower the rates, we get a pay cut. The drivers get a pay cut. And we have to drive more to make the same that we were making yesterday. And you know, when they started out paying $2 a mile or whatever it was, yeah, you could go like, well, we're dropping it to like $1.80 per mile. I mean, you know what? Okay, it's still $1.80 a mile. That's great. But then it kept going down and down, and it's like, you know, it's always like just a couple percentage points until you wake up one day and it's like, holy cow, I'm getting paid 60 cents a mile and the gas is almost $6 a gallon. That's what happens. So, you know, it's always good to take these little price hikes into serious consideration. But here's what they said. So Etsy got record profits for 2 years and at the end rewarded sellers with a 1.5% pay cut to invest in growth. Wait, where did those 2 years of profits go? I won't sugarcoat it. This is corporate greed. I do agree. And by the way, again, I have thoughts on this. I don't know if they're going to completely like these thoughts, but I'm going to have them anyway. Kind of feels like a slap in the face, right? Well, it kind of is. So let's continue. Let's build a better Etsy for all. Strike, demand, respect. Did you know Etsy seller fees will have more than doubled since 2018? No, seriously. Here, Etsy goes public, 2015, 2017, Josh Silverman becomes CEO. Fees raised from 3.5% to 5% and added to shipping costs as well. See the next slide. 2020 offsite ads program, so if you take up 15% of a sale, fees to be raised from 5% in like 20. Will agreed continue? Yes, it will. Starts April 11th. That's why we're fighting back. It will continue to go up. They are correct in that prediction. Can you stop it? I don't know. Again, I've got thoughts. Did you know Etsy levies transaction fees on shipping costs as well? Yeah, I, by the way, remember when eBay did this, when eBay said, okay, yeah, this is, they used to not charge a transaction fee on shipping. And then one day they decided to start doing that, and we've been paying fees on shipping costs since then. Now, to eBay's credit, they also used to cap the shipping costs. Now I think they give you a little bit more leeway because they know that you have to factor in, you know, their transaction fee in the cost of the shipping. So most platforms do not do this. That's actually not true. eBay does this. I don't think Amazon does this, but they might at some point. And Mercari doesn't do this, although Mercari forces you to use a prepaid label, or you can use your own label, and you have to offer free shipping at that point. So that's kind of a shipping transaction fee. I don't know. Oh yeah, and eBay does this too. This means sellers are forced to overcharge to cover these shipping fees. Yep, that's the world. Or raise base prices even higher, which can decrease our sales, obviously, or take the loss. Ouch. We hate this. Etsy fees and payment policy, transaction fees. When you make a sale through Etsy.com, you'll be charged a transaction of 6.5%. You display each listing plus the amount you charge for shipping and gift wrapping. Now, to my knowledge, this is the last slide. I don't know if is there more in here? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So here's the thing. I totally understand where these people are coming from. And this is from someone who, you know, put up with the Uber BS for a long time, who on eBay, transaction fees going up is kind of a part of life. They do eventually do it. Now, in eBay's defense, at some point they realize there's only so much of the percentage they can raise. And they figured out a good compromise. Like, okay, if you're going to be a free seller on our platform, you can have this many listings and we take this much of your transaction. Or if you need to sell more, you can pay us a monthly subscription service. And because of that, your eBay transaction fees will go down. I think that's probably the best compromise and something that Etsy might have to do going forward. In fact, don't be surprised if Etsy's solution to this is we're going to charge certain sellers. Like if you want lower fees and if you want a certain amount of items to go up, you pay for a storefront. I don't know if Etsy charges for a storefront. If they do, please let me know in the comments below. But again, I don't sell on Etsy. So if they already charge for storefronts and this is just a fee increase, well, okay. My opinion on this hasn't changed much, but here's the thing. This is always like kind of like the big problem with these e-commerce sites, the ones that rely on you know, they have a service, let's put it that way, and, you know, you can list a certain number of things, you can have people sell things, and they make money from their, you know, sellers. They never charge the people who are buying to use the site or anything like that. Although I think it would be interesting if there was like an e-commerce site that, you know, the quality of the items was super good, but it's kind of like Costco. You pay like $20 a year or something to use it. I mean, look, no one wants to do the Costco membership model. I mean, people say like, well, if eBay or Etsy started charging buyers like a Costco membership fee to shop on the site, they're just going to buy their stuff somewhere else. And yet, Costco still has a lot of people buying. People did not, you know, stop going to Costco for Walmart or Target because of Costco's membership fee. There's just something to that. I don't know. Might want to think about it. But anyway, these business models don't leave a lot of room for increasing their profits. And here's the thing. When you are a publicly traded company, you are beholden to your stockholders to make more money. I'm not saying I necessarily agree. This whole thing where you always have to be making more money in the last quarter, I think, is a delusion, because I have seen stock prices crumble because they have seen no, you know, growth on the revenue, but no one's losing money. The company isn't losing money, and yet because they're not making more money than the last year, things go down. I think that's a little crazy, but these companies, they have to keep bringing more money, and unfortunately they always go towards the whole, we're going to just, you know, squeeze our sellers more and more. Because what are they going to do? I mean, yeah, there are other options out there, but people don't go to eBay for custom-made stuff. I don't even know if you can sell this custom-made stuff on Mercari, because they don't want counterfeit merchandise. They want the actual product. So right now, Etsy's got a de facto monopoly on this whole thing. And, you know, they're wielding their power. You know, this is just what they're doing. Now, what do I think of the strike? Well, here's the thing. I always say, speak up for yourself. I mean, doing nothing and just taking it definitely is an option, but I don't think this 1 week strike is going to do anything. You know why? It's kind of like the gas argument. And I think this thing actually comes up every time the gas gets really high. You're going to get like this email, or I guess nowadays a Facebook post or something like that, where they basically organize a national gas strike. Like, hey, if a bunch of people like don't buy gas tomorrow, they lose this much money. Wait till the next day to get your gas. And it never works. You want to know why? Because the gas companies are like, oh, so you're going to buy our gas the next day. Great. Enjoy the strike. And that's kind of the thing with Etsy. Etsy, yeah, maybe their sales will dip for a week, but here's the thing. You're going to come back to Etsy. And people are going to buy from you. If they don't do it this week, and if you don't sell this week, you'll sell next week. And that's what Etsy knows. And so this will not actually do anything. Now, again, by all means, complain, write emails. Heck, it might not even be a bad idea to consider looking at a Shopify account or finding another, you know, platform to sell your stuff on. And, you know, the simple solution to this, I hate to say it, you do have to raise the prices. I mean, you know, raise the cost of the shipping by $1, raise each item somewhere between $1 to $5, depending on what will cover it.
Sorry, could you say that again?
I'm sorry, my Apple Watch just went crazy. You can do these things, so, and it's really the only way you can fight back. And the thing is, Etsy knows this. It's just inflation, and I wish that Etsy, eBay, I wish these sites could find ways to make more money without price gouging or squeezing the sellers. I kind of like the idea of a Costco style membership. Heck, maybe you could even make it where it's like, hey, if the item is like above $200, that requires like a eBay or Etsy membership to buy that thing. And so not only are eBay and Etsy getting some money, but then they could ease the pay the fees for the item for those items, knowing that they're making extra money from the buyers. who knows? I mean, things like that have not really been discussed. But yeah, if you have an Etsy store, I mean, look, you can take place on the strike, but it's not going to do anything. You'll be back the next week. The buyers will be back next week. And who knows how many people even do this? I mean, how many people are even... Do we know how many tweets have gone on with the Etsy strike? Like, is it even still trending anymore? I don't think it is. So yeah, it's not even trending anymore. So, like, you know, you're talking to what, 5,000-10,000 people at most? I don't know. So anyway, that's my thing. Yeah, here's another one. What would happen if on April 11th so many sellers put their shops on vacation mode and the Etsy starts again? You'll be back the week after. That's why they don't care. But anyway, I would like to know what your thoughts on this are. Are you going to take place, or are you going to do something with the Etsy strike? Are you going to boycott them? Are you going to close your shop? Or are you just going to go like, yeah, business as usual? Because I can tell you from experience, trying to get an Uber strike organized, not very useful. Not even very good, to be honest. So anyway, would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.